Dr. Balfour, very good evening to you. Thank you for being with us. So run us through in more detail then through that 9-point plan that you've developed.
Thank you very much. The Council is being proactive here, to say that the possibility exists that the virus will expand through the country, but we also do not need to panic. We want to be at maximum readiness, and that therefore includes, as you have said, employee education, ensuring that hand hygiene, cough hygiene are known by everyone. Health workers are ready for how to manage any cases, and this is done with assistance from NICD, ensuring that there's access to all the consumables, the masks, the gowns, should there be any cases, and all the materials to do with managing the condition. We also believe that proactive influenza vaccination, as suggested by the NICD, is of great value. Influenza is a winter-related condition, and we believe that this virus might actually also flare up around winter. And so if we are very prepared for an influenza vaccination epidemic, or the usual influenza, through vaccination as far as possible, then it means that those people will at least not have influenza and will not have confusion between influenza and the new virus. We also want to make sure that people know how isolation will work. There is travel advice. As far as possible, people need to, travel where it's absolutely necessary. And with some of the companies, they've also implemented measures where if you have traveled to a country with coronavirus, then you isolate yourself at home for at least 14 days. We are also putting up reporting mechanisms so that should any of the mines, report a case, then we know what the communication mechanisms will be with the NICD, within the industry, and we therefore, can spread information very quickly.
And Dr. Balfour, I'd imagine in the mining environment, especially underground, and given how many workers go down there at a time and how closely they work, what is going to be most crucial in your efforts is making sure that if someone is ill, that is detected before they make their way down. Am I right?
Most certainly. This we see as in phases. So as much as we now start with people being more serious about hand hygiene, once we get more cases, then issues of detection of people, with fevers will become more important. We might even need to find ways in which, before people go down, there is a way of screening for the common signs of the virus.
I want to talk about the other concern you've raised outside of the health of workers, and that's around the potential impact of COVID-19 on exports, for example. What sort of conversation is going on between the industry and global clients?
Already we are seeing that we've heard, for instance, that the motor industry is being affected because there's a lot of parts which are produced, in various countries across the world. And if you have workers, factories shutting down, then that does pose a problem, which is why in the mining industry we're trying to ensure that we prevent the disease as much as possible, because if we then have to stop shafts, because, of the virus, then it will have a major impact on production of the commodities that are from South Africa, and therefore the exports that we send out. And that's why then it's absolutely critical for us to prevent, the disease before it can cause havoc in terms of production.
Dr. Balfour, thank you so much for your time tonight on Nightline.